What's up? It's your girl Podcast Bae.
Yo, what's up? This Sax B.
It's your girl Asian Nate.
My name is Hadusa Divine.
You are tuning into a Pair of Lips podcast. Enjoy. Mwah. What's up? It's your girl Podcast Bae, and we are back with another episode of a Pair of Lips podcast. With me today, I have the very artistic and, in my opinion, wordsmith on the rise. Dayo Gold, what's good?
How you doing? Appreciate you having me. You know, fellow being native. Shout out to Lima, man.
Yes.
Good job.
So what you been up to? I be peeping your Instagram. Well, before we even get to that, where can they find you? Where can the people find your pages at?
Y'all can follow me pretty much on every social media at It's Dayo Gold, ITSDAYOGOLD. Facebook, just find me at Dayo Gold. And yeah, man, we just been staying busy, head down. I feel like I've been in a learning stage right now. Just trying to build my sound up. You know, it's times like that happens in music. You know, you don't want to just keep fleshing out the same idea. So I've been feeling like I just, you know, I want to change it up a little bit. I want to go kind of in a different direction, in a great way. Not something that's gonna throw people off, but something that's gonna make it more official and polished. I'd say, and grander.
Yeah. Yep.
That's what we're going for now. That's what I've been doing lately. So I've been kind of quiet, just doing my Wednesday wine freestyles.
Hold up, slow down.
Oh, my bad. Slow down.
All right, so I want to start from the beginning. So you are from Lima, Ohio. For those who do not know, that's a small town here in Ohio. From those who have never been to Ohio before. So how did you getting into music start, being from a small town?
So like you said, I'm from Lima. So I moved to Cincinnati to go to school, the University of Cincinnati. I ended up graduating around 2013, and I moved to Cincy, and I would say it was like 3 years before I even, you know, started making music still when I was down here. So I'm gonna say like probably around 2016 is when I really was like, all right, let me see what's up with this. And it really kind of stemmed from me just, I felt like I was always known in the city, and just me as a person. People knew me from hoop. People knew me from basketball. And people knew me from my crazy. Oh, I was nice, man. I got a state ring and all that. Sorry, come on, playing with me. We was the first to bring it to the city.
I'm gonna have to see it, man. I'm gonna have to see the ring for proof.
I ain't got it on me. My mom got it. So that's one of those shit. But
I'll take your word.
Nah, sure. But I was known for hoop, and I was known for school, you know, my grades and stuff. But once I got to UC, I was trying to hoop here, and I ended up messing up my knee. One of they open gyms, I tore my ACL. And then I wasn't doing so hot in school either because my financial aid wasn't coming. I couldn't figure that out all the way, so I wasn't really getting my books. So then my grades started slipping.
Make all the difference.
Yeah. Hey, it'd be real different. So I'm like, man, I got to figure something out. Like, I feel like I'm losing my identity. I don't really know who I am anymore. And when I, you know, was going through that whole little stage, I just really remember whenever I would have quiet time in my mind, music will pop up in my head a lot. Either, you know, a song I just heard, or, you know what I'm saying, I just was listening to the radio or anything, and I would just be like, man, this music is always just stuck in my head. And I was really tired of music. What I was hearing lately, like, I felt like it was real repetitive. I felt like it wasn't original. I just felt like people wasn't trying to push the envelope. So I got tired of complaining about it. And I was like, let me do something about it. So that's when I really, you feel me, got all the way serious with it. So I said that was around 2016, 2017.
Okay. So the name Dayo Gold, where did that come from? Where was the inspiration for the whole name?
So Dayo, I actually was taking some African classes, and I was at UC, and we had this particular lesson where he just gave us this website where it was just a whole bunch of African names, like their English derivative of it, basically, or like what it means. And I remember I'm just going down this list. I'm just doing my homework at home. And I'm just going down the list. And I remember seeing Dayo. And I was just like, man, this is really stick out to me, man. Like my nickname was Trey Day anyway. My real name is Trey. So my nickname was always Trey Day. So the day in it already caught my attention.
Okay.
Then the day, I'm like, okay. And then when I read the definition, I was like, okay, this is pretty much who I am. And the definition of Dayo is Yorubian, and it means joyride. Now I was like, man, that's exactly how I feel about music. And that's how I feel about just basically how I approach the day. Like if I ain't got no joy in whatever I'm doing or the people around me, like I don't need to be around them. You know what I'm saying? So that was the Dayo part. And the gold came, my mom and one of my old AAU coaches, they always called me Golden Child. And I always would be confused on like why they would call me that. And my mom always said, she was just like, whatever you set your mind to, you get it done. So she was just like, everything you touch turns to gold. So, you know, you Golden Child. So that was what I kept with me all the time. And I wanted to use Golden Child at first. But then when I seen, you know, when it came to trademarking and all the legal parts, I seen people had that already. So I was like, okay, let me get a little bit more original. And I feel like Dayo Gold was definitely original. Like once I said it out loud, like all in one sentence, I kept the gold, you know, left off the Golden Child, and I just said it out loud to like a couple people around me, and they was like, yeah, that's it. That's it. Yeah. So yeah, that was the birth of it for real.
Okay, so did you like after that? Did you start taking music more serious, and then like try to build around what your name meant? Like how did you find like your swag or like your style for what you have now?
That's a great question. As far as rap or just like in general?
Just being an artist.
Yeah, I would say, man, I think a lot of my style just comes from just me being like, I didn't have a lot growing up, for real. Like I only had my mom. So we often went to thrift stores. You know what I'm saying? So that was like how I just was getting to how I live. And my mom, she really, like, I'm talking about, she an avid thrifter. Like she go soon as she wake up, and then she go after she get off work. You know what I'm saying? Like she's in there.
I'm going tomorrow. This is so crazy that we're talking about this. One of my my supervisor was telling me all these dope spots. I'm gonna have to let you in on them when you come here to Columbus to visit one day. Like, oh, I got the dope thrift stores. But yeah, the thrifting is like, I feel like you find so many gems in there. It's like a treasure box.
I'm telling you. Yeah, and it's like, you know, we was doing this before it was a big fad. Right now, like it's, you know, it's a real big popular thing going on. People going in the thrift stores, seeing what they can flip and all that. But before we was even thinking about flipping, I was just thinking about, you feel me, just getting some clothes. Like, you feel me? Like, I used to get my ties from there because the school I went to, we had to wear, you know, we had to dress up before our basketball games. So I just be like, man, I don't want to wear the same thing every time. I'm trying to switch my flavors up. So I go in there and rack up on some crazy ties, get like 10, 12 of them at a time, and just, you feel me, get dress shirts. I was doing it all, but you know, I also found a lot of, like you said, just my style in general. I just love like vintage shit, like stuff that kind of goes out of style. But I personally feel like nothing really goes out of style. Like it's just a matter of time before it's about to come back.
It's recycled. Like, right back, history repeats itself.
Everything gets recycled, like everything. So I like to peep those clothes and keep a lot of those clothes and like kind of remix them or just wear them different. You know what I'm saying? Just put spice on them. But like for instance, corduroy, I used to hate corduroy, especially as a kid. God, I used to despise it. Like please don't give
And
me
it was
those pants.
hot. Like that material is really hot. Like you be at school, like, damn, my legs is like sweating.
Real shit. But then when I got older, I don't know what it was, like just saying that it looked real mature and smooth. Like I was just like, damn, I like how that looked. Like, plus I love stuff that nobody else has.
Right.
Like, you feel me? And that's where the thrift stores came in, because a lot of that vintage stuff was never made anymore. It was like, you know, it came out this year and it was like, we stopped making it this way. We grew, or we changed the style up, and you know what I'm saying? We changed the logo. And it's like, I like all that vintage shit, because I like history for real. You know what I'm saying? So that's, I would say that's kind of what makes my style. And then, you know, I like to switch things up too. I like a variety of things, you know. Sometimes I like to look preppy on some, you know, sophisticated vibes. And then sometimes I like to just throw on a retro jersey. Right. Just wear some jeans, you know what I'm saying, with some J's. So I don't know. I just do me, man. That's mainly my style. It's just me. I don't like imitating nobody.
Sounds like it just like comes natural. Like it's just in you to, you know, come up with these styles. Like it's not forced.
I would say that, but that energy comes from my mom, I would say, because she's very just independent and she's into herself a lot. Like she's super expressive, super hyper, like, you know what I'm saying? She's always like, when she comes in a room, like people know, you feel me, who she is.
They can feel her energy.
Is her presence is always felt, and you gonna feel it first from her outfit. Yo, you gonna see her, and you gonna see her outfit, and then you gonna feel her energy from it. It's like that's what I always, you feel me, got from my mom, and I feel like I apply it to myself as well.
Okay. So how do you take your style and your experiences and incorporate that into your music?
I would say just my music is really just a reflection of my experiences and what I'm going through. You know what I'm saying? Like most of the time, you know, when I sit down to make a song, it's just about, my first thoughts that go through my head was, what did I do today? Or how do I feel today? You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to fake the funk. I want to be as genuine as I can, and just, you know, capture the present as much as I can. So I feel like the best way to do that is just, you know, just write what's on your mind. Don't think about it too much. And I feel like the beat also brings out a lot of my sound and style as well. You know, the beat can just get you going on a whole, you know, it just brings a whole different energy and inspiration sometimes. I feel like beats is the main thing that really get me going more than anything. Of course, you know, an experience or, you know, something that happened in my life, and I'm like, damn, I got to talk about that. But for the most part, it's the beat that makes me bring that back up in the back of my mind. Like, damn, this beat makes me feel like, ooh, oh yeah, I remember when that happened. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about that. You feel me? And it just be that. I don't try to think too hard about it for real.
Yeah, a beat is a vibration, so it's like not only can we hear it, we can feel it. Like we, you know, we use multiple senses to connect with music. So I feel like the different tempos and everything, like it definitely affects our mood. It affects our emotion. I mean, if you think about it, when you're driving, you know, you listening to, I don't know, some Summer Walker, you might be driving slow, like, damn, I'm sad. And then you turn on some NBA YoungBoy, and it's like, now you speeding in the 65, 90 in the 65, like, whoa.
Yo, that's whole mood just I'm telling you, it's funny you say that, because like my mom, she never put on Tupac when she on the highway, because of that reason. She always speed when she hear that Pac. I'm like, yeah, he be having that. So yeah, like you said, yeah, put that seatbelt on. But like you said, man, the vibration, it can heal. It can, you know what I'm saying? It can do so many different things. So that's the core of just everything, a vibration. So that's gonna, you feel me? That's the core of music. That's what's gonna spark my whole thinking train. So
okay. So one of the reasons why I was super excited about this interview not only because like you are like a fantastic creative, with like your style and your music. It's different from other artists in Ohio. One of the things that I admire about you is that you are staying true to yourself and what you believe in, and you actually incorporate your spirituality into your music. So I guess my question is like, what made you want to take that route? Because that's not something that you see here in Ohio a lot with music. Like they're not talking about, you know, different energies and being godlike and things like that. So what compelled you to start like incorporating that into your music?
Mainly how it just affected me.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? Like, I seen how powerful it was in my life. And once you come across something like that, you just like, damn, man, I gotta spread this.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta put some more people onto this, because how do y'all not know this? And why did I not know this? And why did they keep this from me and us? And you start going through a whole rabbit hole of questions.
Oh,
so
yeah.
with me, yeah, with me, I'm like, okay, I feel like within music, this message has always been in it, especially in hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can go as far back as African Bumbata, you know what I'm saying, Tribe Called Quest, Rakim, Wu-Tang.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It's a whole Nas, it's a whole slew of artists that I can name that, you know, they've been on this, like ODB, nickname for himself was Osiris. You feel? It's like it's been around, but I feel like now it's been the vibe has been up. Like it's been a lot more people have been talking about it. The frequency
like they're feeling more comfortable like expressing like how they feel about it, for sure, because I'm pretty sure you've experienced like I have, like when somebody finally like steps into that realm, it's like, oh man, like what's going on with them? But it's like people are like really like, you know, getting involved in it. They're more vocal about it. And I think that's super dope, because when we gonna get to this, I know I'm moving too fast, but the collaboration with Wayne Fowler, Ohio Sun, was the first song I heard of yours. Super dope. Y'all gotta go check that out.
Thank you so much.
Yes, super dope.
Shout out, hey man, won the award and everything in the city,
yes,
bro. Shout out,
bro. Was that collaboration of the year?
Yes, indeed. Shout out to Donuts and Alcohol as well. Yes, indeed.
That's fire. And Wayne we gonna get to him. We gonna get to him next, because he's
yo.
super dope artist. But I was like, oh, he talking some real shit. Like it wasn't like, oh, he just rapping. It was like, oh, he talking some real shit. Like I can relate to that. And I'm like, wow, like let me go dig deeper into his music.
Now I know that God is in me, so I stand straight.
Mm-hmm.
Like it just be, you know, small hints that I be wanting to give out, because like I said, I feel like it helped me so much in my life. And I feel like, you know, my main thesis within my music is just to inspire and motivate. And you know what if I'm doing what I'm doing, I'm being me to the fullest. I just hope that inspire you to be you to the fullest. You feel me? That's it. And definitely, you know, coming across this information, that's what it made me tap into. Like, man, this ain't just yours. You know, you gotta put people on, because the people who need it, they're gonna resonate. It's gonna resonate with them, and you know, them the people you know you sought out after, and you know you keep it going with. So
that's how you build your core audience.
Facts. You feel me? That's a fact. And it's funny, you know, to go back to even what you were saying, like, you know, a lot of people getting woke. Like, it's also, I feel like it's a double-edged sword to that too, though, because it's like with that, I feel like it's so much misinformation now too. You know what I'm saying? You got to really find the people who are authentic, or I wouldn't even say you got to find, you personally got to find the information, not the people who are telling the information. You feel me? You got to just lock in on your own time and set aside that solo, you know what I'm saying, to get tapped in on your own and not follow nobody else. So
it's
really
a long road.
man, I'm telling you, man, it's a process, and this shit don't happen overnight. I'm telling you, man. So
yeah, you preaching to
hell
the choir.
yeah, real talk.
All right, so going back to the collaboration with Wayne Fowler, who is from Cincinnati native. I actually had him on my first episode of season 2. Make sure you guys go check that out. How did this collab come to fruition? Like, because this was like a match made in heaven. I was like, wow, like this, like the chemistry was just on point. I honestly feel like, and I'm like, yeah,
Man,
this
Wayne is a dad. Feel me? Like he a real dad. He got a son, and he just got an old soul at the end of the day. He love vintage shit too. You know, he just be out the way. He do his music, and he, you know, he live his life. He sip his wine. You feel me? He real mature, and I don't know. I've been called that my whole life, like an old man, like since I was a kid. Like I'm just
wise. You guys are wise beyond your years.
yeah, for sure. I appreciate that. But Wayne, he just hit me up out of nowhere for real. He sent me an email, and in the email he was like, "Hey, bro, I hear you on this. Write what you feel." And I was like, "Man, I played it. I fucked with the beat heavy." I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'm about to do
that beat
now." For real, I've been really liking drums lately too. I've been really getting into that. So once he sent it, I was like, man, this is something I've been trying to get on anyway. So it was like kind of some built up energy on it. And he ain't have nothing on it yet. It was just, you feel me?
Just it's just an instrumental?
Yeah, he ain't have nothing on it yet. He just said, write what you feel. And I sent it to him the next day. He was like, oh yeah, this it, bro. He was like, I'm about to send you something here soon. So man, it wasn't soon after that. He sent me that, and I was just like, this the song, bro. Like,
yeah,
shit, we ain't got to do nothing else for real. Like, no hook, none of that shit on this one. He was like, yeah, it's one of those ones, just on some like get your bars off. It's kind of like, he was like, it's all over the place, but like the main thesis, you can still hear it in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, some Ohio niggas is feeling like, you know, they got something to say type shit. They shining too. You feel
and
me?
like,
So
I noticed when I listened to the song, like it wasn't to the point where you guys sound just alike. Like you could tell that he's a certain type of artist and you're a certain type of artist, but it flowed so smoothly. I was like, wow, this is crazy how you can like take two totally different music artists that rap about, you know, different experiences. And Wayne is more, you know, like he
I
like
love
the
that
cool side, like, you know, like eating healthy and all of that. And you like, you know,
it's funny you say that because it's like I kind of looked at it like it's funny because Wiz is one of my favorite artists. But yeah, he's like he actually might be my favorite artist. Him and Cole, for real. Really? But I feel like Wayne reminds me a lot of Currency, like his just how he approaches the track. I wouldn't say his flow is like him. It's very like sometimes he doesn't rhyme every word. And I love that about it. Like, he just knows how to make shit sound good. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. He knows how to make a simple sentence sound player as fuck. And it's just like, damn, bro, that was smooth. Like, I like how that came off the tongue. And I feel like he knows how to hit that real well. And I feel like with me, I'm really good at tapping into certain pockets and like certain flows. So it was just like, it was that contrast. He's real good at getting out of pockets, doing a different shit. And I'm real good at staying in the pocket, doing some shit. So it was just like, you got to keep both of those at the same time. And it was a nice contrast. Like you said, I like how they, you know, that relationship with each other. It really worked out. Me and him been talking about, man, we might have to do some more shit.
Y'all got to do it for me at least. Okay. Y'all got to do it for me at least. Like, y'all got some I mean collaborative wise and like independent wise, like you guys are like it's like I said it before, it's different than most of the rappers here in Ohio. Like you don't hear rappers like you like you don't hear rappers like Wayne. It's more so, like thugged out, like kind of sound like Detroit, a little Atlanta maybe. Like it's pretty much like hardcore. It's not like, like some cool, smooth, throw some samples in there, switch the flow up a little bit, change the tempo, like slow it down. Nah, it's just like, like, whoa.
Man, I got a question for you. Like, does Ohio have a sound when it comes to hip hop?
They don't. No, hold on. So, as of right now, I don't feel like it. I feel like we're pretty much taking like little pieces of different codes, like different states, different cities, and kind of just taking what's good for us or that individual artist and running with it. If it works, it works. But as far as back in the day, I feel like we did create a lot of different sounds. And we were actually talking about this off the record. And super dope conversation, because I just had this conversation with somebody yesterday. We were talking about the sounds that originated from Ohio that were basically influenced some of the sounds that we hear today on, like, West Coast or wherever. So right now, no, I don't feel like we have any identity really. Just kind of like the lone child trying to make it. Nobody really.
I feel that, man. I truly feel that way. Like I don't feel like Ohio really has a sound, like as of now. Back in the day, like you said, I do feel like we did, but at this point, I don't know if we really have an identity. Like, yeah, we got big artists from Ohio making great music. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to, downplay that at all. But when certain regions be having their certain sounds, like the Bay, New East Coast, New York got their shit, and Atlanta got their shit, Chicago got a sound.
Texas,
it's like,
yeah,
Ohio, what's y'all's? Midwest, what is y'all's? Like, Chicago is Midwest, so I guess you can say, you feel me? They established theirs, but Ohio, Detroit, they established theirs too.
Yep.
So it's like, man, I feel like we got to get on the map with some shit. Like, we gotta, I don't know, we gotta come with a collective with some shit where it's like, oh, but that's that O.
That's that O sound, yeah. Do you think that's possible, or do you think it's like somewhat a crabs in a bucket mentality because we're not being checked for in the music industry?
I think it can happen. I really do. I ain't gonna say think. I believe it can happen. I just think that it's gonna take more than one artist to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think, yeah, one artist can shape it in a point where it's like it brings spotlight and eyes to the city. But I feel like once you have, a whole, like, more than just one person on a, I wouldn't say they doing the exact sound, but it's like, okay, this is in the same umbrella. Like, I see what they do. It's a vibe, like, you know what I'm saying? And that's when I feel like you can be like, okay, Ohio doing something over there. And they, as a collection, I just feel like it's a whole bunch of miscellaneous stuff. Like, this city doing their thing, this city doing their thing, this city doing their thing.
You know what?
Like,
I don't think it's that. I think it's this artist is doing his thing. This artist is doing her thing. Like, it's all independent, all individualistic when it comes to music here. And it's sad that it's not even like really city to city, because it should be at least that close knit to where, like, okay, Cincinnati, Dayton, Toledo, Lima, all of the cities that's really making noise when it comes to music. Like, but it's just like every person for themselves. So I feel like definitely what you said, coming together as a collective, maybe with similar sounds, coming up with like a coalition or something like that, like something to where it can, expand the sound, like you said, like, oh, that's that old shit. That's that old shit right there.
Seriously.
That'll be fun. Maybe you should, look into that.
That's man. I want Ohio to have a sound, but sometimes you gotta take it out of Ohio to broaden it. You feel me? So right now I'm kind of on that level. Like, I feel like I did a lot of stuff in Cincinnati. I can, of course, do more, but I feel like I got a good grasp on it. I want to start doing shows in other cities more now and take it out of the state. So I feel like that will help. Just start going to these other places, seeing how they vibe and seeing what they listening to, what they sound is, and it's like, all right, let me give y'all this.
Right.
I mean, this is what we doing over here. So it's like, it takes traveling out of the state too to do that.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of traveling out of state, I thought this man was from California the whole time, you guys. I swear, the whole entire time, like it's something about your like your swag and like your music, like it just, I don't know, it screamed Cali to me. Like it had like a Cali-esque type sound, and I'm like, oh, he from my hometown? Like, no way, no way.
Man, yeah. But I actually take that as a compliment, though. I appreciate that because I want to get out there too, for sure. And like we were saying off camera, that's not the first time that I've actually got complimented on that due to the fact that we were saying like a lot of the old school elements within the G-Funk era, the old music back in the day. A lot of them was from Ohio. A lot of that was from Ohio, and then it was put into West Coast.
All right, so I want to transition into my favorite part of the podcast before I let you out of here. Is A Pair of Lips Will Say Anything. It's basically a segment with different variations surrounding music and entertainment. And for yours, it's a little different. Well, everybody's a little bit different. What I'm going to do, I'm going to give you a question. You're going to give me an answer. We'll say like 5 seconds. 5 seconds.
Okay. Cool.
All right.
I like it.
I got 5 questions for you. All right. So Queen of R&B and why?
Wait, repeat it.
We won't even do the why since it's 5 seconds. All right. So Queen of R&B.
Rihanna.
Oh, they gonna crucify you.
I Beyonce, but I'm doing Rihanna now.
What? Oh man.
You want to know what? I listen to more Rihanna songs than Beyonce songs. I think, of course, Beyonce got the R&B on lock, but
I wouldn't even think it be. I wouldn't even think it be. I'm thinking Mary J.
Oh, yeah, I might get it. I don't care.
Come on, man. That's Mary. All right. Give me the best producer of all time. You got 5 seconds to come up with one.
All time, Jay Dilla.
Okay. Who has a better music catalog, East Coast or West Coast?
Ooh. East Coast.
Okay, that was like 6 seconds. It's cool. East Coast.
Yeah.
East Coast. You okay? Hold on, real quick. Why did you choose East Coast?
I listen to more East Coast rappers. I like the West Coast rappers that I listen to is like I got my favorites, and that's like I keep it within that circle. But East Coast is like, damn, I be getting put on to so many different people still to this day. So it's like
a lot of talent over here for sure.
Yeah, and that's I feel like East Coast was more the bars. West Coast was for the vibe. You know what I'm saying? So
yep.
I go with the East Coast on this one.
Okay. Flyest dress artist.
Flyest who artist?
Dressed.
Okay. Kanye.
What? Well, I mean, I guess I can see what
I guess. I'll take it back. Joey Badass.
Really? You know what? I actually just got re-hip to him. Like I remember him when he first came out, but I never checked his swag out. Okay, I'm gonna have to check out his clothes and stuff.
Yeah, it's swag fire. I feel like we'll be real good friends when he's Noah brother. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Sure.
You know they're gonna be like, he ain't choose Fab.
Yeah, Fab is a great dresser though, but I like Joey's more because he don't always wear big brands, and I'm real into that. people who just can make a plain crew neck look fire. Like I'm into that. So never was a big logo person.
All right. You cleaning up on Sunday afternoon. Who are you listening to? Who is on your playlist on Sunday?
Roy Ayers.
Okay. For those who don't know.
Oh yeah, that's
what's your go-to song?
Sunshine. I know y'all know Sunshine. That's him. You feel me? Yeah.
Okay.
I know Sunshine. So that's the type of stuff I listen to when I'm cleaning up. Some goddamn Earth, Wind, and Fire. Isley Brothers.
Fucking good soul music. Yes.
You feel me? I like soul music when I'm cleaning up. Like I like R&B too when I'm cleaning up too. Even some Alex Isley. Shit, she fire. Lucky Day, her.
He's fire.
Yeah, man.
I like his style too.
Aaron Ray too.
How you know about Aaron Ray? Oh, you said Aaron. What? Why do I keep hearing that name? I'm thinking Aaron May. He's fired too. You gotta check him out.
I've heard him. I was thinking of Aaron Ray.
Okay, yeah, this guy's from Texas.
All right. Aaron Ray?
No, I'm gonna have to. No, but I heard that name yesterday. Like that's wow.
You music a lot. I ain't gonna lie. Definitely check him out when you can.
Okay, I'm gonna check out him. You check out Aaron May.
I got you.
Okay. All right. So last question: best ad libs in the game.
Boom, 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 boom. Shout out my boy Westside Gun, man. He got the best ad libs in the game right now, no doubt.
Okay.
No doubt.
All right. So what's next? Like today's what was that? Wednesday wines with your dad. That was tonight, right? Did I say it in the right order?
You did. Yes, you did. Wednesday wines with your dad. You know what I'm saying? I ain't been drinking no wine lately. It's been messing me up. So I had to take a little break. You know what I'm saying? But this time I dropped the freestyle. Just Mike and Keys, they having this like a little challenge on this instrumental beat tape that they dropped. And I'm real into their beats right now. I'm super into them. So I'm trying to book a studio session with them guys. I'm trying to go out to Cali like how you thinking I am already. You feel me? I'm trying to get out there. So this my my key, I feel like, and they doing this challenge, and who they feel like is, some dope ones, they gonna give them some studio time with. So that's definitely what I'm trying to do. And that was my goal here this Wednesday. But for the most part, overall, it's just, I like to highlight my wines, just get in the bag and just freestyle, just have fun. Just nothing, just thought too hard, just literally just sharpening the sword, having fun.
Okay. You got some new music coming out? A new album, maybe?
I always got new music, always. There's just stuff in the, in the cut, in the vault, getting worked on. But I'm also working on new music too. Like I said, I'm in a real learning stage right now. I'm in a learning curve. I've been learning producing again as well. I actually was producing before I even rapped. A lot of people don't know that. And I got to a point where I felt like they were, pretty good. But then I didn't have anybody I wanted to rap on. So I was like, well, it's time for me to get in that bag. So now I'm going back to the beats again, and I feel like my raps is, I'm at a point where I'm definitely confident in them anytime I come back to them. So now I want to learn a new skill and just keep building my sound. Like we was just saying, we feel like the O ain't got one. So
right.
And that's my goal is I want to help build an Ohio sound that goes worldwide. It isn't just stuck in Ohio. It's at a point where like the whole world doing an Ohio sound. So that's definitely one of my goals. And shit, I'm off tour right now. I'm in the midst of it. So
okay. Well, thank you for joining me this evening. And one more time for the kids, tell the people where they can find you on social media.
Y'all can follow me everywhere, man, at It's Dayo Gold, ITSDAYOGOLD. Facebook, Dayo Gold, man. YouTube, just look me up by the name. I got a lot of videos up, man. Y'all can get them views up. They official, they high quality, man. Support real music, man. I don't like to to brag on myself a lot and like, you know, but when it comes to this, man, you really gotta talk this shit sometime, and you gotta
get in
you
your
know,
bag.
gotta post yourself. You gotta let people know, and I really do feel like I'm one of them ones, man. I'm one of the best doing this, and I want to take this to a whole new place, man. I want to push the envelope. You know, I feel like we had a comfortable spot. I feel like a lot of people is remaking the same songs and just putting a new twist on it.
Yep.
Trying to go somewhere whole left field. You feel me? Like, let's do something super organic, original. I'm all the way with that. So if you're gonna listen to Dayo Gold, ask your dad, man. You gonna know that about me. Feel me? I'm gonna always push the envelope, and I'm gonna always be me and original. I don't care what's going on. So
okay, I like that. I like that. And as always, you guys can find me at A Pair of Lips Podcast on Instagram and on Facebook, and at A Pair of Lips Pod on Twitter. Follow with caution. I do get in my bag. Stay tuned for the next episode, and I will see you guys later.
Much love. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. What's up? It's your girl Podcast Babe.
Yo, what's up? This Sax B.
It's your girl Asian Nate.
My name is Hadusa Divine.
You were tuning into A Pair of Lips Podcast. Enjoy. Mwah.